So this question keeps popping up. Intermittent starving is not nothing magical, right? And it's actually counterproductive in my opinion, because you have to eat throughout the day. 2 big ass fucking meals ain't gonna cut it. Especially, you're not gonna be able to get, let's say you could eat as a guy that's between 260 pounds to fucking 400 pounds. Let's say you could eat all those calories in 2 meals, right? It's no way in hell that your body could break down, utilize, and most guys can't even finish all that food, but your body can't even break down and utilize all those nutrients in just 2 big ass meals. So it's better to break it up throughout the day, eating 4 to 6 times a day, so that way your body can process all these nutrients and do what it has to do with the food. And then once you're done eating, then you intermittent fast overnight from dinner until breakfast, so your body can rest overnight and be ready for food the next day. So let's say you wake up at 6 o'clock. You have breakfast around about 6:15, 6:30. You eat that first meal at 6:30. You have anywhere between, especially if you got a long day, right? I always recommend 5 to 6 meals a day, especially for grown men, 260 to 400 pounds or more. So you wake up in the morning, you have that first meal, right? Immediately you break your fast. Then between 6:30 a.m. until about 6:30, 7:30 p.m., you have dinner. Let's say you have dinner like in the question. You have it around 7 o'clock, 7:30. Then you fast overnight from 7:30 until the next morning when you wake up to break your fast. Then you continue like that. That's the best time to be eating throughout the day, so your body can burn through those calories, so you're not storing the shit. Yes sir, yes sir. I love this time of the year because it's getting cold outside, and I like to be lean in the wintertime because we got all the food and shit popping up, right? Fathers, y'all already know all the motherfucking cooking finna be going on. And this is why I always tell y'all, stay within striking range all year. Learn control with your food. And then especially once it gets to these times of the year where we got motherfucking, I don't even know all the holidays because I don't care about them. Fucking Halloween, fucking Thanksgiving, Black Friday, Christmas, New Year's, fucking Valentine's Day, all this shit, right? And then you got some anniversaries. You might have family coming to town. You might have your kids' birthdays in between. Your old lady, she might have her birthday in between. Old lady means girlfriend or wife or your significant other. That's Miami language for y'all that don't know. Your old girl birthday might pop up in South Floridian language. Old girl means your mother. All this shit popping up, right? So this is why you gotta stay on track with your nutrition, with self-control. You know what I'm saying? Understanding the foods you put in your body and just staying active, man. Prioritizing taking care of yourself, because you got all this shit popping up, and then you got a wife at home, you got kids at home, and you got to focus on your career at the same time. This is why I preach to fathers, stay on track all year, so that way when things pop up, you stay looking good, you stay fit, you stay healthy. Yeah. Oh, yeah. All right, so I did my lat pull downs, palms over. I did my underhand pull downs, palms facing me. Right, now we're bringing it into the narrow grip. We're working every angle of the back. That's how you get that sculpted back, melt all the back fat by stimulating all of these different muscle fibers in the back, that when they recover, they're gonna require a lot of calories to burn to recover. So that way you get, so yeah, man, a lot of guys be wanting to know like how to lose specific body parts, but it's no way to isolate a body part. You see what I'm saying? You can't just spot reduce the fat. But, and if you want to lose fat on a certain body part, you got to train it. Right? You can't just pick and say, I only want to lose fat from my back, I only want to lose fat from my chest. You have to train every motherfucking body part like you about to die. Like it's your last time to ever fucking work out, right? because it needs that intensity. So the bigger muscle groups need grueling exercises. All that, you want to work out for 20 to 35, 40 minutes, that shit don't work, bro. Throw that shit in the trash, bro. Motherfuckers be telling y'all that shit, the niggas lying, bro. Like, on some G shit, they lying. You have to put intensity into these workouts, especially the big muscle groups. Your chest, your back, your legs. No way around that shit. You want to lose all the hamburgers and the back rolls and shit like that. You know, the love handles, whatever the fuck you want to call it, right? Especially on your lower back, which is big signs of you being obese, right? As a man, you can't afford that shit. You got to lose the body fat. And the only way to do that is to do strenuous exercises that's going to put a demand on your body to burn even more calories as fuel. Because when you're eating in a caloric deficit and you're lifting heavy weights, this is why you're supposed to lift heavy while you're losing weight. When you're doing these heavy exercises on your road to losing 50 pounds to 100 pounds or more, you do the heavy weights on your back, your chest, your leg, every workout, whatever body part you're doing. You got to train the heaviest that you can do, because these exercises are going to stimulate recovery. Right? You got to recover from these exercises. That recovery process demands calories for your body to burn. If you're eating in a caloric deficit and you're doing these heavy weight training sessions, the only way your body can make up the difference to get calories to fuel the recovery process is to tap into stored fat as fuel for recovery. And your body has to tap into stored fat so you can fuel every other day functions. Because if you in a caloric deficit, your body starts to prioritize your nutrients, right? So your body has to prioritize, okay, if he's giving us this amount of nutrients, this amount of calories, we got to run the brain, we got to run organs, other body functions that need calories, right? That take priority for those nutrients. And whatever else that your body needs to do, whatever other processes and systems it has to run, right? You got to turn to fat to fuel those other functions. That is how you go throughout this process, fathers, of losing 50 to 100 pounds or more. This is not rapid weight loss. This is, you fucking got to rewire your entire body from the inside out. Like you're forging a new animal. Like that's all it is. You're forging a new lifestyle onto an animal, right? Imagine like grizzly bears or polar bears, right? Imagine if you took a polar bear and you put it on a restricted calorie diet and kept it active. Like it'll live, give it enough calories to keep it alive, but that bear is not going to be covered in blubber for too long. It's going to get skinny, it's going to lose weight. But if you keep it active, keep it moving, imagine putting a polar bear in the same environment, right, with less fat. It's got only enough calories to stay alive, right? Let's say that grizzly bear or polar bear, whatever the fuck it needs, right? Whatever the fuck kind of bear it is. Let's say that bear needs 30,000 calories a day to live. And you get that motherfucker 25,000 calories a day, 22,000 calories a day. It's enough food for it to stay alive. Don't get me fucking wrong. It'll stay alive. It ain't gonna die. But where does the body make up that extra 5,000, 8,000 to 10,000 calorie deficit? It's gonna have to tap into fat, right, to make up the difference. So that bear is gonna start to lean out. It's gonna keep its muscle. It's gonna lose fat, period. That's how the body works. Whether it's a fucking bear, whether it's a motherfucking pig, whether it's your big ass that looks like a fucking pig, right? And I was there so I earned the fucking right to talk about y'all like that, to talk directly to you. Because why? I'm just like you, bro. I got a wife at home. I got kids at home. I got a kid at home. Come now. I got a wife at home. I got a kid at home. I got a career. Just like you. So, finishing up this back day, I'm gonna do some fucking pull-ups. And I'm gonna get my black ass out of here. And my wife got some cod she just baked at home. Today is a low carb day for me. I'm not doing keto. Don't ask me about that shit in the comments. I don't believe in keto, but I do believe in lower carb days, especially at key points in your weight loss journey. So I'm done with my weight loss journey, but right now I'm slowly cutting. So I'm manipulating my carbohydrates as needed to get a leaner, more paper thin skin look as I'm leaning out, because my goal is very simple at this point in my journey. For those of y'all that's new to my journey, I've been doing this shit for a long time, bro. But for the most part, this point in my journey, I'm cutting down very fucking slow. So that way I can have a bigger image to myself, have more muscle and that leaner, tighter, veiny, vascular, freaky look y'all know me for, but I want to have it at a heavier weight. I don't want to have to sacrifice so much muscle and have to get down to 188 again. I don't want to be down to fucking 190 again. I want to be able to look as lean and vascular like I did at 188. I want to be able to look like that at 220.